In 2012, Mr. Hale gave up his board seat to become the CEO, I believe under protest, but he took the job. And the Veterans Park concept moved to the front burner from the back burner. Sheffield went out and obtained $500,000 from the Home Depot Foundation to build that park. Then he formed a Veteran Steering Committee, which Brian and I served on, to help the architect to come up with a plan for that corner, and it turned out beautiful. And what Sheffield said after that park was put together, he said, "This is the place in Atlanta where we will celebrate Veterans Day on Veterans Day." So that is why we do it down there. Our partnership has continued to grow. While Sheffield has been the CEO, I just want to mention a few things. We're heavily involved in the Veterans Day program. Sheffield's out there with us every morning making sure everything is in place. The History Center has hosted our annual Memorial Day picnic since 2012, actually 2013, I'm sorry. With Sue's assistance, we have trained many of the members in this room. I know Ed Wood and a few others in here. I think we had 6 that were trained to support the Veterans History Project, one of the key pieces for veterans in the History Center. And I believe the last count I heard, that group has done over 400 interviews of veterans from all wars.
Almost 900.
Almost 900, I stand corrected. So congratulations to you guys, and Sheffield continues to support that program. For those of you that attended our 40th anniversary dinner, you know that Sheffield was there, welcomed us, and congratulated us on 40 years of being a veterans organization. And then he stepped up also when we did the Vietnam Symposium in the McElreath Hall, and they filled all the seats. And I think that holds 400 people, right? 400 people. So 400 people showed up. So Sheffield, you've been a great friend and partner to AVVBA, and it's our pleasure and honor to present you with an honorary membership.
Thank you so much.
You remember, so I've got that for you.
Thank you.
And our team is on board. They've already got his name tag done, so please.
Will you pin it on me?
I will. I'll pin you.
Yeah. I want to get this done right. Well, all I can say is all the stuff that we have done is the very least we could have done. And we so much appreciate what y'all sacrifice and the sacrifice of everybody who wasn't able to come back to make this country a better place for people like me. And so I'm deeply grateful and supremely honored to have this honorary membership. And thank you, and look forward to many years in the future of interacting and just making it bigger and better. And I'm so excited about the taking over the memorials. And Sue and I were talking on the way out here about how we're going to make sure that all those stories of those people are on the internet, and you can see that in some of the anyway, it's going to be fabulous, and that's the next level of what we're doing. Besides finishing all of the transcriptions of the 900, we got about 130 to go. Is that right? So we're close, and of course we're still accepting new stories. So thank you all so much, and come on out to the Atlanta History Center. It's our 100th anniversary next year. We're redoing all of our exhibits, and the new expanded Civil War exhibit is going to be amazing. Bringing a lot of stuff out of the basement. Like an iceberg, most of the stuff in the museum is below ground. We're bringing it up and having a permanent exhibition on that. So stay tuned, and thank you very much.
Well, as you just heard Sheffield mention, I've been honored to reinforce this, but he made a very consequential announcement for this organization just a moment ago. Unfortunately, we're not a self-perpetuating organization, obviously. And the foundation board under Ham Henson's leadership has been struggling with the idea of the thoughts of how we perpetuate our legacy going forward. This has been going on for a couple of years now, I guess. A big piece of that is our collection of memorials. And I was talking to Max earlier. He was involved in the first memorial that was ever put in. Did you ever have any thoughts of what this would become? Because with this collection of memorials of history of great Atlantans, is unique in the United States. People from all over have told us they've never seen anything like it. And it's important that these stories carry on. And so Ham appointed a task force to look into the options. For us, there was no options on that task force. It was only one thing that made sense. And as Sheffield mentioned, the Atlanta History Center has agreed to accept custodianship of 25 of our memorials. The funds have already been transferred. We will continue to serve as monitors for the memorials and take care of them, watch over them until we're unable to do so. I would like to say in this context a notable gesture that's been made. Alan Gravel and his son Mark have committed their construction company, Willow Construction, that if any memorial by chance has to be removed and relocated in the next 10 years, Willow Construction Company will do so free of charge. Alan, would you please stand and let us thank you for that? That is a magnificent gesture. We have VHS tapes and DVDs that have all been digitized. Jeff Hoffman did a tremendous job of taking all the paper history of memorials, and they are history. All these memorials represent events that occurred, think about it, a half a century ago. So all the paper has been accumulated, categorized, indexed, delivered to the History Center. We'll be working with Sue on that, and in the near future, there will be CR code signs attached to each one of the memorials with the History Center logo that will take the viewer into a special section of the History Center website where they can view these historical materials, see the videos, and learn more about the recipient. It's a very, very exciting thing for our organization. I was reminded going through this of a passage from Herman Melville's classic novel, Moby Dick. I don't know if you recall, it was a third party in the novel that told the story of the events, Ishmael. And Ishmael was talking about writing a last will and testament before he set foot on that fateful voyage. And he said, I felt as if a weight had been removed from my shoulders, for on the present occasion, I have survived myself. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Sue Verhoff and Sheffield Hale, on this present occasion, we have survived ourselves.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, photo op. And while we're getting ready for the photo op, Tom mentioned our legacy. Our legacy also includes our scholarships, and it also includes this book that's got our stories in it, or the 3 books that have our stories in it, and all the videos that are stored at the Library of Congress and at the History Center. So we may be all gone in 15 or 20 years, but what we have done will still remain. One more.
8 by 10 glossy, please.